Namaste, everyone. This is Jeni Ji, and of course, little Miss Bella here, coming to you from YouTube. So thank you for everyone who has subscribed to my channel, and congratulations for staying in alignment as best as you can. Okay, we are going to talk about, me and Miss Bella, of course, are going to talk about what is coming up for you guys this week cosmically. What might you be feeling or experiencing or going through, especially right now this week, because I get messages with people saying, why am I going through this? Or like, wow, what's happening, and such like that. And we all have our own personal evolution of our soul, of our journey, of our path. And we all have different cycles that we have to go through, karmic clearing and such like that. And that's why anytime I do a reading with someone, I bring up a lot of past life situations. Okay, like I'm a clairvoyant, psychic medium, past life Akashic records, animal communicator, relationship coach, meditation teacher. The list goes on and on. Okay, so whenever I do a reading for you specifically, it's very detailed. Where here, of course, this is collectively with what is going on collectively in general, especially with those of you who are old souls. You're going to be affected a lot more because you're very sensitive. You can pick up on a lot of different energy and such. Like I spend a lot of time alone because anytime I go around a lot of different people, I pick up on so much energy because I'm so sensitive that it just kind of sends me off into a different realm, right? So I prefer being alone a lot of the times. That's why I have Miss Bella. And I have some wonderful friends, some amazing soul tribe friends that I do connect with daily. So go in your own flow, you guys, of what feels naturally for you, okay? So this energy this week, as for you can clearly see, there's been a huge awakening of humanity. A lot of situations and truth has been exposed. I talked about this so many times in my other videos. So you have to subscribe to get those new videos coming out, okay? Because I don't always post them all up on all of my social media platforms. I just don't have time. Okay, so that's why you subscribe to Jeni's channel. So anyways, that's up to you. I'm just saying, right? So you have been seeing a lot of truth being exposed, okay? And I've been giving a lot of warnings about this for quite some time, as I said. And what can you do? Nobody can run from karma. What energy you send out comes back clearly. Okay, there's been a lot of like anxiety and fear, a lot of separation from the world when so many different things. And with humanity awakening, it has been awakening more so for a little while now. However, the truth has come out and being exposed. And there's so much more coming out yet. Okay. So just stand in your own truth for what you believe in. Everybody has their own perception of things. And it's just pay attention to what your soul is saying within what you resonate with always, okay? I can be a real activist. I have a couple of different Twitter accounts, one for my photography and one for me more personally. And the activist in me can really come out really strong. I can really kick some ass, I'm just saying. But anyways, don't get me started on that one. Okay, so anyways, this week here, a lot more clarity is coming, a lot more balance with things. Like Mercury retrograde that we are just slowly ending. It has ended, but it's officially ending towards the end of this week because we have the pre-shadows before and the after shadows, as I call it. We've even had some shakeups, like even the volcano on the Big Island, a little more earthquakes there. I mean, that's pretty normal for them, okay? But with these solar flare energies and a lot of the cosmic activities, it can create a little bit more havoc with things, right? With all of that Florida disaster that happened, I have actually a friend of mine over there that's missing. from whenever that hurricane came forth. I'm quite concerned about her. So Debbie, my heart and prayers go to you and your family right now. I hope all is okay with you. So just really, really tune in. Take some time for you. Okay, you might find that this week, the projects that you guys are working on, that you had been working on, or that you've been thinking of working on, you might all of a sudden say, I'm seeing a lot more clarity now. I know what direction I want to move in towards. What is it that you guys want to do? So some of you might be writing a lot more. I'm hearing a lot. Some of your creativity is coming more in alignment with you. You might be like, what? Especially Capricorns, right? You can watch your zodiac signs. I did a separate video for that, of course, for October, but especially for Capricorn. Some of you guys might be moving into a whole different career move altogether, right? Follow your passions, you guys. That's so, so important. Okay, we are in the eclipse season right now. Really reflect back onto October 2004. You might find that there's certain similarities that are coming up or that have happened. Okay, so don't freak out about it if you had like tragedies or something back then, because it's all about what did you learn from that time? What did you see? What did you experience? How are you going to handle that now? That's where a lot of soul wisdom comes through, right? What lessons that we have learned from it. Like always reflect back and say, what did I learn from that lesson? What has that truly taught me, right? Nobody likes to go through painful experiences, but it can really transcend you forward in such a huge way, evolutionary, cosmically, through your whole soul's purpose, your destiny, and your alignment. Okay, a lot of soul growth right now has really come through. Okay, it's really going to transcend you. Some of you might be finding that, I don't like how my place is looking. I want to put a fresh coat of paint on the walls, right? Or, maybe I should move my living room around or my bedroom around. Or, maybe I should buy some new pillows and add that to my decorations. Maybe I should be like decluttering. When was the last time you guys went through clothes, for instance, right? Or accessories, or your junk drawers, or for you guys out there, when was the last time you went through your garage or your man cave and say, I'm just kind of feeling a little heaviness, just something, I don't know. Go through certain things, and you might be finding that you have been going through certain things and saying, I don't need that pair of jeans anymore. Or I don't fit in that shirt anymore. Or, that style's just not me anymore. You might change your hair. You might change your style of clothing. You might say, what? I really don't need that sofa anymore. Maybe I want to get a new one. Or maybe I want to put like a beautiful new cover over that. Because the smallest things that you do can really make a huge impact with the way you see things and view things, right? Especially your living environment. So clearing out a lot of the clutter is so important, because if you have a lot of clutter, it really shows you where your energy is. It really shows you where your mind is with clutter and such like that. So it's really important to keep your environment, if it's in your office or your home or your vehicle even, really clean as much as you can. Right? Like, I've been boxed up for quite some time waiting to move. Where to, I don't know, right? If any of you guys out there can see that, tell me. I'm really actually looking for a really good reader. So if any of you guys know somebody, let me know. Okay? Because I need some clarity with some certain things that I'm making decisions of myself as well, right? And what's really important when you're trying to make some clarity, don't force the situation. Don't control the situation. Don't push it. Meditate. You're going to hear what direction you're supposed to move into, if it's jobs or relationships or whatever. So make sure you you really tune in and listen. And sometimes we just need that confirmations that we're right, that we're on the right path with certain things, right? And you will see that certain things are coming into alignment when you don't force anything, when you don't push anything either. Okay, so important. Keep moving forward with what you're working on, and stay in the now. Stay in the now. Some of you are like, you know what, I'm tired of the drama, I'm tired of what's going on. Absolutely. Why immerse yourself with that? Some of you might be like, you know what, I don't connect with, my partner anymore. I don't connect with my family or my friends or whoever it is. Take some time out for you and really do that soul reflection and really be grateful for your journey with that person or situation. Because if you really pay attention, we're all teachers. We can all learn from each other regardless of what it is. Okay, it could be the smallest little thing, right? The smallest little thing and situation could really make a big change. Okay, I've had people say, gosh, I'm getting a lot of headaches, Jenny, like is my blood pressure up? Do I need glasses or whatever? And I'm like, well, always go get yourself checked when you're concerned medically. Absolutely. Okay, we are also in a lot of ascension symptoms right now and solar flares. So ascension symptoms brings on headaches. So does solar flares, head pressures, knee pains, throat irritations. You might have felt, especially this weekend, God, I'm so exhausted. I've slept for hours and hours and hours and hours. Or maybe you wanted to go see a friend and you're like, oh God, I'm just so tired. Really pay attention. This is why whenever you're feeling exhausted, really take time out for you. Okay, because those days that you're busy, in order to have that extra energy, that's why spirit flattens you down, as I call it. This is why these cosmic vibes really take into effect. And this is why I'm doing these weekly videos as well, to give you guys, okay, that's what Jenny said. That's why I'm tired. Or that's why all of a sudden I'm decluttering my place, or all of a sudden there's endings taking place, okay? Like we're moving also into a new moon on the 25th of October. I'll do a separate video for that later on if I get the chance. But the new moon especially is you're going to get a lot more clarity. A lot of things you were struggling with before is now coming to the surface. I mean, even my little baby girl, Bella, my dog, she's scheduled in for surgery on the 27th. Okay, so I'll need some healing vibes for her. It's a risky surgery. However, it has to be done. And with this new moon energy as well that's coming in, a lot of animals can pass away and also people. However, with this new moon energy, it's a healing energy. It's a healing vibe that's coming in. Facing certain fears, going in alignment with certain things, reflecting back on certain situations. This whole week is going to be like that because it's leading up to that time. Okay, so the 20th on Thursday, remember how I talked about Mercury retrograde, the pre-shadows, the endings and such like that, right? That's the final ending of Mercury retrograde. Thank God, right? Like the next Mercury retrograde is the 29th of December, right? That's a whole different energy altogether, but that I'm not even going to talk about that right now because it's irrelevant. We're in eclipse season right now, which can be very, very powerful. Please pay attention to what messages you're getting from soul, right? Like every day is a new beginning. Every second is a new beginning for you guys to make changes. Like I do vision boards all the time, as you guys know. I always add on different things as I'm hearing things. Like, oh, okay, yeah, Jenny, I'd like to do that. Or I'd like to change this. Put it on your board. Don't worry about how it's going to manifest or when or anything like that. You can always book a reading with me. And Jenny will tell you the answer and my insights, of course, right? So make sure you start doing that as well, right? There's a lot of soul growth that has been going on. And it's really important to surrender and really let go of things. Don't hold on to things too tightly either. Okay, like this week, you know, like your body is going to be kind of off, and it has been, especially this weekend, right? With exhaustion, with feeling really tired, with feeling, oh my, do I have a flu? Like, what's going on? Have a long bath, like a shower, go for a swim. For those of you who live by the ocean or a lake, go for a swim if it's that right season. Right, a friend of mine used to go swimming in the ocean every day, regardless if it's cold or warm or whatever, every single morning, you know. And I'm like, wow, that's amazing. That's truly, truly amazing. Like, how beautiful would that be, right? So go with your own flow and really, really embrace that, and look at the water. Like, if you've noticed that whenever like you're angry or you're sad or whatever, and if you have a shower or a bath, or you go by the like a lake or the ocean, you guys start to calm down a little bit more, or you start to cry, that's a release. That's being letting go. You know, go for a walk and such. I had somebody say to me, Jenny, you know what, I was in the zone, you know, and I was gonna, like, I had my day scheduled out with what I want to do and everything like that, but I decided that, you know what, I'm just going to take my dog out for a walk, and you know, because he needs to go out and such like that, and then I'll come back and I'll spend my day writing, because she's a really, really good artist and writer and such, right? And then she says, you know, but it was really weird. She said, whenever I was out with my dog, I started crying. I started getting depressed. I started to get like really sad. She goes, I was fine in my place. She goes, what's going on? And I said, you know what? Anything can trigger you at any time. And really pay attention to what emotion you're feeling. Why are you feeling sad? What memories have triggered that? She's also in the process of healing too, okay? She said, I just looked at the beautiful autumn leaves and I start crying. And she goes, they're so beautiful. You know, she goes, but I was so sad. Because it's bringing up certain memories. And it's also giving her that energy. It's time to move on. You're moving into a new cycle. You're letting the past go. You're letting that healing embrace you. You've been holding and bottling your energy and your emotions for so long. Okay? So that's why whenever I read someone, I read your soul, where you're at, why things are happening to you. We all experience different things. Nobody has the right to judge anybody at all. Please, please have compassion for other people, and make sure you have compassion for yourself as well. Okay? So I'm going to pull a couple of cards here collectively to see what Spirit wants us to know. Okay? So let me see what card. I'm actually drawn to this deck. I have lots of decks, of course. I don't use decks when I talk with my clients because I'm clairvoyant, but because we are doing collectively, I'm going to use some cards. So I have a lot of cards packed too. I miss my stuff. It's packed, you guys. Tell me, where am I moving to? For those of you who are psychic, right? I have a new destination, but I don't know now, right? So anyways, Gateway of Light Activation by Kyle Gray. I'm really feeling a lot of activation cosmically this week, especially because we're in the eclipse. So let's ask Spirit, what is the message for us cosmically from October 16th to 22nd? Wow, immediately right away. Cyrus Star Blessings. Thank you, Elias. Thank you, Elias. That was one of my teachers from Arizona that had passed on. He taught me sound, color, vibrations, how to work with that and utilize it. So I work with color and sound and vibrations and such like that in different frequencies. But anyways, this card just reminded me of him right away, and I felt his energy around me, so I'm not surprised. So Cyrus Star Blessings. Yes, proceed, be seen, push through. Absolutely, absolutely. Like, make sure that you're, you know, and you guys might find too, by the way, that this week, you know how I said you might be working more so on your projects, or you might be like, yeah, that project that I started on, but I hadn't really worked on for a while, I'm now back into it, Jenny. And I'm like, go for it. Go for it. Go for it. Don't worry about how it's all going to come forth, or happen and all of that, just start working on it. Because it's like when you start working on little pieces and such like that, the puzzle is going to come clear for you. So make sure that you follow through with your projects, whatever it is, if it's a new career, if it's something new that you want to work on. That's who you are as a soul. Listen to your soul. That's part of your evolutional journey, and very well could be a huge part of your destiny as well. Okay, so really pay attention. That's why we all have different cycles to each of us personally. So I'm hearing from Spirit to pull another card from this deck as well. And also to, by the way, make sure that whenever you use use a deck, to knock it 3 times on wood before you use it, because it's going to have the energy of you when you last use it, or whoever else had used the deck. Okay, just as a reminder. So Spirit, what is the message for us collectively from October 16th to the 22nd? What is the cosmic energy message collectively from October 16th to 22nd? And hello, cards, talk to me. Cards talk to me. They fly out just like that. The divine matrix, interconnectedness, synchronicity, God incidences. Yes. Pay attention to the synchronicities. Whenever things are flowing, you're on the right path, right? Like I've noticed how things are actually coming in sync more with myself. And I'm like, okay, Spirit, from what I'm seeing and this new kind of destiny and path I'm on, it makes sense to me, right? And it takes you more to where you're supposed to be, and you're the road and the journey you're going towards. So pay attention to synchronicities that are going on right now, in your life, regardless of what it is. And really listen to, because it's all connected with the universe. It's all connected with your spirit, with your soul. And our angels and our guides give us a lot of different signs if you're open to paying attention. Like I get signs 24/7. Like I could wake up in the middle of the night and drink some water, and I'll start hearing messages. Like it's nonstop 24/7, right? And then all of a sudden I'll hear a message for somebody, and I'll send them a message. Okay, I just heard this message for you. So anyways, so let's pull a crystal card. You know I love my crystals. Okay, so we have the Daily Crystal Inspiration by Heather Askenos. I'm pronouncing that name wrong, Heather, if you're listening. I'm really sorry. But some names I get tongue-tied. When I had my television show at Shaw TV, when I used to interview people, some people, I'd ask, okay, how do you pronounce your name? Because some names, of course, they're spelled a little differently, and the vibration and the sound can be very different. And especially if it's a last name, I'm like, okay, can you, how do you say that? How do you pronounce it? So I would practice and practice and practice so I don't screw up. And even then, even before I would announce them, welcome to my show, this is so and so, and I would say, okay, if I pronounce your name, I'm so sorry, right? So it is what it is. Nobody's perfect, right? And by far means I'm not in any way, shape, or form. So anyways, make sure you clear your cards, you guys, again, okay, on wood. So what is the collective message from Spirit for October 16th to the 22nd from our crystals? Oh, wow. See, I don't make this stuff up, you guys. I don't make this happen. Oh, look at this. Epidote. Go deeper. Look at that crystal, you guys. Go deeper. Kind of has that Milky Way, kind of like that planetary vibe, if you notice with the crystal, right? Like, pay attention to what you guys are seeing in the sky too, by the way. I'm not going to talk a lot about it. There's a lot of energy in the sky right now. Like, if you see lights or stuff like that, that's a little different. Is that a star? Is that a plane? I'm just saying, pay attention, okay? There's a lot more energy around us right now because of the world events with the wars and so many screwed up events. Don't even get me going on that. So go deeper, listen within, okay? Really, really listen within. And it's like, gosh, right? What project do I work on, or what direction do I go on? Start writing down different things that you're interested in, that you're really, really passionate about, right? Really, really passionate about. I had a client yesterday. She's She's a really, really good hairdresser. And all of a sudden, she's like, you know what? I want to I want to fly to the moon, Jeni. I want to get involved with NASA. And I'm like, well, look into it. Look into it. She goes, I know, but none of that. Look into it. What have you got to lose if you don't? Right? I'm not saying it's going to happen, but obviously there's something with it. It is connected with her past life. Okay. That's why I do a lot of past life readings, and I automatically bring it up anyways. Okay. So follow your passions, look into it. I always do research. I'm always doing research. So, anyways, don't get me going on that too. But it's really important to do your research and follow your passions regardless of what it is, because you're going to get a lot of answers. Okay, so I'm not hearing from Spirit to pull another card on the crystals. However, I am hearing to pull a card, maybe two. We'll see. I stay in the moment. Stay in the moment, you guys. Don't rush too far ahead. Okay. Gratitude Oracle Angel Heartfelt. Such a beautiful deck. Beautiful deck. The artist there, Josephine Wall, talk about soul purpose, soul destiny. Her artwork is phenomenal. It's absolutely beautiful. So she has followed her soul's destiny and her soul's purpose, because look at what she's doing. Oh, I love art. I love art. Okay, so let us see what the messages are here for gratitude. Always stay in gratitude for the littlest things. Even when I go outside and I'm taking little Miss Bella for a walk, and it's a beautiful day. I'm like, oh, I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful that it's such a beautiful day, right? The littlest things I'm so grateful for. You can't take things for granted anymore. Too many people will take things for granted, or they're not grateful for what they have. Okay, so really think about that. The more things you're more grateful for, the more things you're going to attract to you, right? I'm always very thankful for the littlest things. Honestly, I am, right? So what is the message from Spirit for October 16th to the 22nd? What is the message? I didn't feel that card that fell out, by the way. Too many. I can pick up on energy very quickly. What's the message from Spirit collectively, October 16th to the 22nd? What's the message collectively from Spirit for October 16th to 22nd? What's the collective message for everyone from October 16th to 22nd, October 16th to 22nd? What's the collective message? What is the collective message? Wow. There we go. Loving this card. Love is all around you. There is love everywhere all the time. Simply acknowledge this as truth. First thing that you should love is yourself. Love and accept yourself unconditionally as is. I'm always battling with my weight up and down. I'm very sensitive. I pick up on so much energy. And whenever I got my dog Bella, she's been very sick and ill, and I've been battling a lot of different nonstop to the vets, neurologist, constantly. So I've gained a few pounds, right? Because I'm very emotional. That's dear to my heart. Animals are dear to my heart, and I don't like to see an animal in pain, but I will help and heal as much as I can. Okay. So love yourself unconditionally, first of all. Okay. And when was the last time you actually told someone how you felt? When was the last time you told somebody you loved them? Life is so short. We can lose someone in seconds. In seconds. For those of you who know me, you knew I had 17 friends and people pass away, and both of my dogs within a year and a half. Okay, and then it went on and on and on nonstop after that. And I had to deal with that on my own, right? Anytime I wanted to talk to it about somebody, they'd push it away, and they'd say, well, we don't want to hear about that type thing, right? So you learn to adapt to circumstances, and you learn to spend that time within alone and handling things in the best way. And it really can push you forward and give you more strength. As I've always called myself, The fearless warrior moves forward fearlessly. Okay? Walk in your own path. Step in your own footprints and be grateful for that. That's why I'm so grateful. I've always been grateful, but that's why it's so important. And make sure you give someone a hug. Make sure you tell somebody you love them. Because seriously, life is too short. Okay, there's so much hate in the world, so much fear in the world. The world needs love. The world is awakening. Humanity is awakening from the 3D to the 5D consciousness. Okay? So see love everywhere. I love trees. When I do my photography, it gets me out and about as part of my meditation, and I'll go hug a tree. I'll be like, you're so beautiful. I'll look at a leaf, you're so beautiful. Any little things. Love is everywhere, you guys, when you're open. Okay? So I want to know what's going on with you guys. Let me know what's going on. Let me know what's happening for you this week. What changes do you guys want to make? What projects do you want to manifest? What are you drawn to? What's your passions? Okay, please like this video. It really helps me out. I'm going to start going live on YouTube as I build up my channel. Share my video if you can, if you want. And for those of you who want to book a reading with me, I'm going to put my website and all of that information in the description box below. Okay? So wishing you all a beautiful, beautiful cosmic eclipse week, you guys. Bye.